Consider your financial life as it stands right now. Look at your bank account. Look at your monthly expenses. Look at the things you own, the clutter in your home, the subscriptions draining your account every month. Now ask yourself a single brutal question. Are these things making you richer or are they making you poorer? This isn't about judgment. This is about arithmetic. Money is a game of addition and subtraction, and most people are unconsciously, relentlessly subtracting. They are buying their way into mediocrity. If you want a different result in 2026, you must make different choices. And it starts with a complete stop. You must stop buying 5 specific categories of things. Not cut back, stop. This is the financial intervention you didn't ask for but desperately need. The first thing you must stop buying is the lie of deprecating assets disguised as status. This is the silent killer of wealth building. A deprecating asset is anything you buy that loses value the moment you own it and continues to lose value over time. The classic example is a brand new luxury car, but it extends to designer clothes, the latest flagship phone every single year, expensive watches that aren't true investments, and that oversized SUV you don't need. You are trading cash, liquid, powerful, deployable cash, for an item that immediately becomes worth less. You are converting potential capital into guaranteed loss. The rationale is always emotional. I deserve it. I worked hard. It makes me look successful. Money doesn't care what you deserve. Arithmetic is ruthless. That $50,000 car isn't a $50,000 asset. It's a $50,000 liability that will demand insurance, fuel, maintenance, and will be worth $30,000 in 2 years. You just incinerated $20,000 for the feeling of a new car smell. Rich people do not buy deprecating assets with leverage. They might use them, but they let a company or a business expense handle it. They understand that cash is king, and a king does not leave the castle to be plundered. Your goal is not to look rich. Your goal is to be rich. And being rich means your money is always working for you in appreciating assets, not sitting in your driveway rotting. The second purchase you must eliminate is optional debt. This is the cancer of financial freedom. Not all debt is created equal. A mortgage on a reasonably priced income-producing property can be a tool. Debt for a scalable business can be fuel. But optional debt, that's poison. This is credit card debt from restaurants, vacations, and gadgets. This is buy now, pay later financing for a new television. This is an auto loan for that deprecating asset we just discussed. When you buy something with optional debt, you are making a catastrophic declaration. You are saying, I cannot afford my present life with my past earnings, so I am mortgaging my future earnings to pay for it. You are selling your future time, your future labor, your future freedom at a massive discount to a bank. The interest is the VIG. It's the fee for your own impatience. Think about that. You are literally paying extra, often 20% or more, to have something today that you could have simply saved for and bought later. That is the opposite of building wealth. Wealth compounds. Debt compounds too, but in the wrong direction. It's a hole that gets deeper by itself. Every dollar that goes to interest is a dollar that will never work for you, that will never buy an asset, that will never compound. Stop financing a lifestyle you haven't earned. If you can't pay for it with cash you already have, you cannot afford it. Full stop. Third, you must stop buying shallow entertainment and empty subscriptions. This is the drip, drip, drain of your potential. We are not talking about value for money education or strategic networking. We are talking about the mindless consumption tax. The 5 streaming services you barely use, the monthly gaming subscriptions, the premium cable package with 300 channels of nothing, the habitual Starbucks run that isn't a treat but a $7 daily habit, the lottery tickets, the sports betting app. These are small, seemingly insignificant amounts that form a powerful current pulling you away from your financial goals. This is why most people stay poor. They don't make one big financial mistake. They make 1,000 small ones every year. They subscribe to poverty, $9.99 at a time. You must conduct a merciless audit of your recurring payments. Look at your bank statement from last month. Every single line item that is not an essential utility, a strategic investment, or a genuine necessity is a vote against your future wealth. This money is disappearing into a void, providing fleeting entertainment, but zero equity, zero asset, zero return. The rich view money as a soldier. Every dollar has a mission. Is this dollar's mission to die in a coffee cup, or is its mission to go to work to capture another dollar? When you fritter away cash on shallow entertainment, You are decommissioning your army. You are left defenseless. The gratification is instant and hollow. The cost is perpetual and real. Fourth, and this is critical, you must stop buying the opinions of financially illiterate people. This is the invisible purchase that costs more than any car. You are buying social validation with your financial future. This is listening to your broke friends' investment tips. This is feeling pressure from family to spend money you don't have on holidays or gifts to keep up. This is changing your spending habits to impress people whose own financial lives are a silent disaster. This is the deep psychological trap. You are spending your hard-earned capital, your life energy converted to currency, to buy a momentary feeling of acceptance from people who are not on the path you claim to want. It's insanity. Money doesn't care about your feelings. The market doesn't care that your cousin thinks you're cheap. Your retirement account won't reward you for being popular at the restaurant when the bill comes. You must become emotionally indifferent to the spending opinions of anyone who is not financially successful. Their advice, their pressure, their raised eyebrows are worth less than zero. They are liabilities. Surround yourself with the ideas of frugality, of investing, of asset building. Let the pressure to conform come from a community that values net worth over showmanship. The wealthy understand this. They are often considered boring, cheap, out of touch. Why? Because they are not spending their money on the opinions of others. They are immune to that particular sales pitch. Their validation comes from a growing balance sheet, not a fleeting compliment on their new shoes. Finally, the fifth thing you must stop buying is your own excuses. This is the foundation of all the others. This is the most expensive purchase of all, because it costs you your entire future. You are buying the story that it's too hard, that the system is rigged, that you don't have enough time, that you'll start next year, that you need this thing to be happy right now. You are trading your potential for a comforting lie. Every excuse is a transaction. You hand over your agency, your power, your responsibility, and in return, you get to feel temporarily better about inaction. The market for excuses is booming, but it's a market that only sells one product: regret. Look at the math of excuses. I'll start investing when I make more money. That excuse, bought today, compounds into hundreds of thousands of lost dollars due to missed time in the market. I deserve this vacation on credit. That excuse compounds into years of debt servitude. The rich, the truly self-made, have a pathological hatred for excuses. They see them for what they are, the intellectual justification for failure. They deal in reasons, not excuses. A reason is a problem to be solved with logic and action. An excuse is a story to be bought to justify inaction. Stop purchasing that story. When you hear that voice offering you the easy excuse, you must recognize it as a salesman trying to bankrupt your future. Do not buy what he's selling. This is the Kevin O'Leary style of thinking in its purest form. It's not about being cruel, it's about being clear. Money is a metric. It measures your discipline, your patience, your rationality, and your ability to delay gratification. Every purchase is a data point. Are you buying assets or liabilities? Are you buying freedom or slavery? Are you buying your future or are you pawning it? The path to getting rich by 2026 is not about some secret stock tip or a magical side hustle. It's about defense. It's about stopping the leaks in your own boat. You cannot sail forward if you are obsessed with bailing water. Plug the holes. Stop buying these 5 things. Redirect that cash flow. That money you were spending on deprecating assets, on optional debt interest, on subscriptions, on social validation, on your own excuses, that capital now has a new mission. Its mission is to acquire assets. Its mission is to buy cash-flowing instruments. Its mission is to purchase your own time back in the future. This is the hard shift. From a consumer mindset to an owner mindset. Consumers buy things that go down in value. Owners buy things that generate value. Your goal is to become an owner of stocks, of bonds, of a piece of a business, of real estate, of intellectual property. You want to be on the side of the table that collects the checks, not the side that writes them for pointless consumption. This transition is uncomfortable. It requires you to say no to yourself, to your impulses, and often to people around you. It means your life might look less rich in the short term. That is the price. That is the admission fee to a different financial reality. If this sounds harsh, that's because it's true. The world of money is not a supportive therapy session. It's a competitive arena. Every day you are in a quiet, invisible battle between your short-term desires and your long-term prosperity. The 5 purchases we've outlined are the weapons your short-term desires use. They are sophisticated, marketed, and socially reinforced. Disarming them is your first, second, and third priority. Stop. Just stop. Let the money pile up. Let the silence of not spending become deafening. Then, and only then, with that accumulated capital, you begin the real work of building. You don't get rich by what you make. You get rich by what you keep, and by what you keep does. Stop funding your own captivity. Start funding your escape.